Cheers and enjoy the show. Well,
What's up?
What's happening?
That's not how they did it.
You remember it from back in the day?
No, that was the
What's happening?
No, that wasn't it. It was what's up?
Oh no, that was the
That was the beer commercial.
Because that was
that was the frogs.
right. No, it wasn't the frogs.
The frogs started it, and then people did it.
And then so remember, but then we weren't afraid of different ethnicities being on.
Yeah.
Right. And they were like, you had the Chinese people be like, what's up? And then you had maybe it was the Muslims that were like, what the?
You don't even know what they sound like.
I don't remember, but it was a long time ago. What's happening, Jacob? How's our audio? How's everything sound? Were we just being fucked by YouTube last week?
Wednesday, not even last week.
Or
Wednesday.
Wednesday. God damn it. You know what? Cheers. Fuck. Honey,
What?
cheers.
Cheers.
Salute.
Salute.
You guys, born in East LA. Cheech and Chong, born in East LA.
Yes.
I had that on tape. You remember that? Do you remember Cheech and Chong from back in the day?
I do. There was actually a T-shirt I saw recently.
I had that on tape, actually. Alex, what's going on? Hope you guys are doing great. I had it on tape. I remember listening it to my bedroom, like it's probably still out in the garage.
The VCA, the VHS tape?
No, the tape, like a fucking.
Oh, you had a tape. I thought you said okay.
What were tapes called?
Tapes.
Just a tape, right?
Yeah.
I had that. It's probably out in the garage in my case of tapes.
You still have tapes, you weirdo?
Well, I have all my brother's tapes, and then I've got like Bobby Brown in there. I absolutely do. I'll grab that on Wednesday. We'll bring it up. I won't open it. We'll do an unopening.
Unveiling?
It's kind of like a what did like high schools do?
A time chamber thingy?
Yeah.
There's a name for it.
I could just bring that whole goddamn box. It's got like a trophies and shit in there from like when I was skateboarding and all the things. Coming in clear. Nice. You know what? I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. We've got some fun shit to talk about tonight. You're feeling better.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I got so sick.
It
wasn't live, so you guys, if you didn't watch it, you don't know, but on the end of Wednesday.
Beth had a little poopy situation. She didn't poop herself.
No.
But
I had a tummy situation, and I was sick for a good 36 hours.
Yeah. And now she's feeling better.
Feeling better.
Yeah.
I ate real food today for the first time.
Soups were good for her. Time capsule. Thank you, Jacob. Exactly.
So yeah.
But you know what? It's all good. All right, let's jump into some stories.
Yeah.
Because one of them is, have you ever heard
Well, did you say the bar's open with Beth and Greg?
Oh, no. Go ahead. Welcome to the Bar's Open with Beth and Greg. But we have a whole intro that does that.
And you're Beth. I'm Greg.
I'm Greth.
Greth. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that makes us both Greth, though.
Have you ever heard of the McCamey Manor?
No.
All right. So we're going to get into this.
Where is it at?
Because it's
Is it in Europe?
Halloween.
Oh.
Nope. It's in the United States.
Okay.
Because it's Halloween, we're going to get into this. But this is beyond Halloween. So if you got kids, meh. Documentary exposes truth behind terrifying horror house. This is going to be a little bit of a long story.
Okay.
Because there's kind of two back to back.
But you read it.
Yep.
Okay.
Where guests have pulled their own teeth out.
I'm sorry, what?
Yep. A new documentary promises to expose the truth behind an infamous horror house horror house, where people have pulled out their own teeth. Monster Inside tells the story of the McCamey Manor. There's shit tons of stuff. This has been around for a long time.
Ooh, is this going to be a Castro Files story eventually?
Ew, this is a dark McCastro Files.
Good,
if we do it, it's dark. Like it's all of the warnings. All right. Run by Russ McCamey, the attraction promises participants a psychological tour de force with people having to sign a hefty waiver before they start. To date, no one has ever made it through the full tour. Whether that's that's the original incarnation back in San Diego or in Summertown, Tennessee and Huntsville, Alabama. So he's moved this bitch. But while Russ promises there's nothing deeply sinister about what he does, a handful of former participants have now claimed that things went further than prizing some prizing, P-R-I-S-I-N-G, prizing, some gnashers out, some teeth out. Of course, it's Lad Bible, so, they got to use some fancy words. The synopsis for Monster Inside, which landed on Hulu recently. What would it be like to be trapped in a real-life horror movie? Monster Inside follows the story of Russ McCamey, the Navy veteran who lures horror enthusiasts into his web. They find themselves pulled into the no-holds-barred world of a McCamey Manor.
So it's a show or it's a real thing?
It's a real thing. This is a real thing. Okay. Like you could pay money to go there.
Tour. Okay.
If you finish the whole thing, we're going to get to this, you can win a certain amount of money.
Okay.
Right? Or I don't want to say you win, but that's kind of it.
You could be awarded.
Originally starting McCamey Manor is satiated his love of Halloween as the haunt grew in popularity, but on but on the ground and social media, so did the severity of Russ's scare tactics, releasing that he was attracting more and more followers as he did. But cultivating an online persona and cult-like following, Russ was allowed to display his Basset instincts and reward with online fame and infamy. So this is basically what happens.
Okay.
You go to this place.
Okay.
And they've had, I read about this guy maybe like 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
And ultimately it's a torture environment.
They torture the people going through?
Right.
Oh no, hell no, I'd never do that.
To the point where they're like, you will not win if you don't do X. They dunk you in tanks, they near drowned you.
Who signs up for that?
People. Through the stories of our main characters, the expert commentary, the film hopes to show how a person's past could draw them into extreme activity, some forms of which might actually be beneficial, and which I don't believe, and thus more broadly answer the question, why would we do anything so extreme?
Because people are sadists. Some people are sadists.
In the doc, which follows the three former participants, one says, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. While another also claims, I'm here because I want to know the truth about Russ. However, Russ has since come out and denied any wrongdoing. There's been lawsuits against this guy.
Well, these people sign.
Speaking to The Sun, he said he had nothing to hide and slammed Hulu for using his own footage, which he says is nothing new. Because it's all, dude, the guy's got shit tons of stuff out on all the interwebs. It's just a one-sided hate propaganda from people that actually know better, but are looking for their 15 minutes of fame. They're truly obsessed with me. It's very misleading. I hope people realize this. It's not even about McCamey Manor. It's all about me, trying to make me look bad. That was their agenda. So that's the first part of the story.
Okay.
I'm going to read through another little bit here.
Okay.
Owners of McCamey Manor Horror Experience says punters have pulled out their own teeth. There's going to be a bunch of duplicate stuff. I just got to read through it. McCamey Manor is known for one thing only, scaring the living hell out of anyone who dares visit it. Lad Bible spoke to the mastermind behind the experience, Russ McCamey, who said punters, and punters I think is just their name for participants, right? Who have gone so far as to pull out their own teeth. Hundreds, maybe thousands of people have tried to make it through to the end of McCamey's survival horror boot camp that is tailor-made to each visitor's worst fears. But even with the $20,000 on the line,
that's not enough.
None have made it. With some thrill seekers having that's not enough. Like I'm not pulling out my own goddamn teeth. No.
Yeah.
How much does a new pair of veneers cost nowadays?
Depends on how many they're asking you to pull out.
More than that,
they're
right?
probably only asking you to pull out one, but
right. So Russ, who spent 23 years in the Navy, says he never wants anyone to get hurt. Get fucked. He's a sadist, dude. I mean,
these people going through it are masochists.
Yeah. But often they just insist. They do it themselves. He told us, I don't do it myself. They pull out their own teeth, which is very difficult to do. And they pull out their own nails.
Nope.
And they cut their own hair. I just monitor it. With the use of hypnosis and other types of mind control techniques that we use, we can get them to do some crazy things. They still have to be willing to do it. They have to, you know.
Well, if they're
Think about that
hypnotized-
shit, dude.
They're hypnotizing these people?
I'm just saying.
I mean, I just don't think I'd trust anybody.
Would you ever
in it.
go to a place that is that?
Listen,
insane?
I run through the haunted houses at Six Flags. Do you think I'm gonna do something like that? I mean, I run.
Who do
You're
we,
like, babe, slow down. Let's
of all of
enjoy it.
our
I'm
friends,
like,
just use first names. Who do you think would go? Mike.
Mike.
Idaho Mike.
Oh, I don't know. No, I don't think he would either.
I think he would do it, but I think he could overcome it. Justin. San Antonio Justin.
No.
I think he would kill him. I think both those guys would murder him.
Corey?
Nah, Corey's got kids, like young kids. Well, no, he's just got his teeth redid. Corey just got his veneers redone.
I don't think I know.
You guys
anybody.
doing it? Would you guys run through a fucking
So
whorehouse?
it's a house of horrors. It's not a whore. It's not a.
It's not a whorehouse.
It's basically no. It's not
It
even a
is like,
haunted
think
house. It's a
Texas
house of.
Chainsaw Massacre.
It's a house of horror where they're just getting people to do horrible things.
Yeah, and it's spread out in acres.
And they hypnotize these people.
Right.
I mean, wouldn't even let myself get hypnotized in a comedy show,
Yeah,
much
yeah, yeah.
less
No.
a house of
I
horrors.
don't need me on video being up on somebody's
No.
stage.
On clicking like a chuck.
Is that
clicking
still
like
a
chucking?
thing? Is that still a thing?
Clicking like a chicken.
Or like
I don't
that's not
know.
a thing anymore?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I've only seen it once in Vegas,
Right.
and I thought this isn't funny.
Would you
Why are
guys
we
do
doing
it?
this?
Would you?
No. Do
I
you
wouldn't
really
do
have
it
to ask
either.
me that question?
I wouldn't do it either.
I'm smarter than that.
I don't have time for that.
I don't mind going to a haunted house and getting scared. I don't want pain just to go through a house for $20,000. That's chump change. For hurting yourself, that's chump change.
What's your money?
No,
What's your money level?
no.
How much?
I don't think there is. Maybe 200,000
200,000.
to pull out a tooth, though.
No. I'm going million plus.
No, that's ridiculous. Nobody's gonna
What?
do that.
I mean, if nobody's ever finished it, 20
Um,
grand.
Yeah, it's
Get
shit.
fucked.
Yeah,
Just saying it's out there. There's a death comet inbound.
you were telling me about that.
Devil Comet. You ready for the Devil Comet? We
That
can
was quite the
only be
transition.
so hopeful at
That
this
was
point.
quite the transition, by the way.
Well, I'm going from like shitty to
Ridiculous,
one is self-imposed.
right?
Another one is, dude, we can only hope.
Doom.
Devil Comet.
Excuse me?
Resize the size
Three times.
3 times as big as Mount Everest. The Devil Comet is hurtling towards Earth.
Heard this before.
Scientists have warned this is a
different?
new one.
Okay, but I've heard this before. I've heard
This is as of
comets.
October
I've
20th.
heard comets
on Lab
hurling
Bible.
towards us.
Okay,
before,
so it's true.
What's true?
Scientists have warned that the so-called Devil Comet has exploded in the sky and is hurtling towards Earth. Again, can only hope.
That my sound
Yep.
effects. That was really good.
You know what?
What?
If everybody dies at the same time, do you really miss anything?
Yeah.
Do you? Like, if I
mean-
go out with you and the dogs at the same time, am I really missing anything?
I mean, you're missing living a life, but you're not leaving people
But you're
behind.
not. You don't really know. It's
I
like
know,
it's just
yeah,
like
I know.
you
If
get vaporized. You're just
I
like,
knew if I didn't die by a comet, I'd have a full life. Come on.
but you wouldn't know that.
I would know that before the comet hit.
Do you think Tia Carrera? No, was it
Mm-mm.
Tia Leone? Thought about that with it when she was hugging her husband or
Her dad.
dad.
I mean, she probably was like the life
like,
I could
"Daddy."
have had.
And
The
then
life
she's
I
got
coulda
wiped
had.
out by that
Yep.
fucking wave.
Just the tsunami.
I'm just saying. Yep, you read that right. A two-horned terror. Oh, hang on a second. Yep, a two-horned terror that is 3 times the size of Mount Everest is inbound for our planet, with an estimated diameter of 18.6 miles and a satanic
Pretty big.
silhouette.
It's pretty big.
It is set to be visible with the naked eye when eventually it rocks us.
Yes.
Oh, it rocks up. Maybe not rocks us. Anyway.
How many
Words.
how many
What do
how many
words
miles are they saying it is from Earth?
Oh, it hasn't gotten to that point yet.
Oh.
Thankfully, I don't read all these stories. I find highlights, headlines, and I move with that. Thankfully, we don't need to start climbing into the bunkers and saying a Hail Mary just yet,
I'm not gonna
as
lie.
it won't hit us.
It won't. I told you. It won't hit us.
Wah, wah.
That's what I told you earlier. I go, it's going to be like 500 million miles
But
drive by.
the comet is set to put on a spectacular show in the skies when it reaches its closest point nearest to Earth
When is that?
next year.
Oh.
Goes by the name of 12 Ponds Brooks, or 12P for short. But it's been given the devilish nickname because it looks like the horns of a devil. I want some part of the earth to get hit.
I mean, I don't.
Well, I mean, why not?
Because then we go into like a
cold.
We go into like the ice
winter
age
thing.
We go into an ice age, and
it's not big of a deal. Is it really that big of a deal?
Yeah, it is. We lose everything.
Do we?
Yeah.
Do you lose everything?
You really would be okay with something hitting the earth?
I could be a mole person.
What?
No, I couldn't. I definitely need sun.
No, you get grumpy after like a day of clouds. What the hell are you talking about, bitch?
Fuck.
You would be the worst person to be trapped with. Crabby, no coffee.
Maybe
no
it's just
beer.
like vitamin. We need those vitamin D lights.
No, it's more than that.
Like what are the?
We take vitamin D. That would help.
Beds?
Yeah, no, but we take vitamin D. You would still be crabby.
You'd be grouchy.
You need to be able to go outside. So of all the people,
do I turn into a serial killer?
I wouldn't say serial killer, but you did turn into a girl. You cry about everything. Seriously.
Well, that eventually escalates into murdering.
Siri thought I said her name somewhere along the way.
Murdering everybody in said
I said cry like a girl, and Siri lit up. No, I'm okay with nothing hitting the earth.
It'd be fun to see once.
Fun?
You only get to see it once.
I don't think that's the word that I use.
It's going to happen eventually. Like no matter what, it's going to happen.
Yeah, we weren't going to be alive.
But you can't say that. It could be tomorrow.
It's not going to be tomorrow. They would know.
You can't scan that much Earth.
What?
You think the satellite dishes are working over?
No, somebody else would have seen it by now. Like somebody with a really good telescope would have been like,
we only get to see this much of the sky. And I'm using, for those that aren't listening, I'm using like
an inch between your hands.
Yeah. Millimeters between fingers.
They've been crying. I mean, there's been so many comets that come by. There's not.
How do we get it to
I think
happen?
the sun's going to go out before a comet hits us.
Oh, no. The sun's got like another 12 billion years.
Well, it depends on who you talk to.
Yeah. I did see something that says that, like, you know how like the galaxy's only supposed to be like 2 billion years or 5 billion years. It's like 25 billion
old,
years.
You mean?
Yeah, old. Like, I don't know.
How would they even
Nobody
know?
even knows.
How
Nobody knows. It's all estimates. Nobody knows.
How would you even make that estimate? You're like, well, I found the star in the furthest region.
Because they start looking out as far as the whatever and time travel and like light years and all that shit. And then we get that new famous fancy telescope that's out there taking picture of shit that we've never seen because it's so fucking far out. Yeah. And then you start going, oh, it's way bigger than
That's why I'm saying they don't know how big it is and they don't know how old it is. And everything is just a swag.
Scientific wild ass guess.
I mean, it literally is.
Or a scientific wild ass Greg.
Oh.
What is your $1 million ring offer?
Sure. Give me a sec. I took my glasses off to clean them because there was a big smudge right in your face.
You got a smudge on your face?
Well, these are old glasses. They're pretty much smudged for life, but
I'm glad you're feeling better though. It's good.
Well, me too. Okay. So, most people have some sort of camera on their doorbell now, right? Like a lot of people.
Like a Ring doorbell. Yeah.
Like a Ring doorbell. So, and we watch a show called Paranormal Caught on Camera. And a lot of the shit is caught from people's either their doorbell or their exterior cameras.
We're talking about spooky stuff?
No, I mean, kind of, but not really. So, I was all the way at the bottom. Sorry. So Ring is offering $1 million award to anyone who can capture an alien sighting on their Amazon company doorbell cameras.
You can find one. I guarantee you can find one.
So Ring is searching and encouraging Ring users to scour their footage this season for any signs of unnatural or abnormal activity. They say, goes on to talk about like scientists and experts, have shared stories of video clips, and we've seen several of them of things that they've caught. Well, Ring is actually now looking for somebody to share that with them, and they are doing a contest. So if users who spot a UFO flying past their property, green little men walking down their street, or other proof of otherworldly life are encouraged to submit their Ring footage, where it will be reviewed by, this is what cracks me up, a space and extraterrestrial expert. How do you get that title? How do you get that title?
Space and extraterrestrial expert. I think we need to make a t-shirt.
I want to know how you get that title. If the paranormal professional deems the video meets the scientific evidence criteria of an extraterrestrial life form, you will be put into a contest to win $1 million.
Who is that? I'm curious who that person.
It didn't say. It just says. You could probably Google Ring Scientific and
we can do that after. It's all
Ring
good.
Scientific and space and extraterrestrial expert.
Yeah,
they do say though that they are also gonna, for participants could still be eligible for a smaller prize, however, for submitting a creative hoax that might trick someone who aren't as privy as the expert would be. So show us your best extraterrestrial costumes, accessories, makeup, props, or other artificial means, and you may be eligible to win $500 from Amazon.
That's still kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, especially for those people who are super creative like
Keeps
that.
people fun.
Well, and we used to watch that. There used to be that show on the Sci-Fi Channel that was like the makeup contest.
Yeah.
So many people are into that shit, dude, and we'll do probably some pretty cool stuff. So the contest runs through November 3rd. So you guys have plenty of time to bust out your binoculars and change their cameras.
October 3rd?
November 3rd.
Or November 3rd, okay.
And they have some funny pictures. Like they have one, it's a fake alien walking by. But you could, if you meet the criteria, then you go on to the next step and eventually somebody could win $1 million. So it'll be kind of cool to see if what people catch that's real. I think the fake ones will be funny, but it'd be cool to see some real ones, you know. We, like I said, we watched that show and we've seen like cameras catch a lot of shit.
Mostly ghost stuff.
Well, no, remember, so they have a picture on here of, let me see where it was at. A Ring camera in July captured a mysterious green green fireball.
Yeah.
Crossing against the Louisiana.
I remember my brother a long time ago. When he lived in the PJs. Mm-hmm. He told me when we were up there, I don't know if we were up there or I had to go up there for my mom or something like that. And he goes, no shit. So right next to his house, remember that basketball court was right there?
Yeah.
And he was like, there's the basketball hoop. And he goes, there was this like orange orb kind of thing. Just fuck it. And this is like years ago. So I don't think he didn't have a smartphone.
No, too bad he didn't have like a Ring doorbell because he could give it to them.
And it was like, he goes, it was just hovering over there and it just kind of like drifted off.
That's what a lot of them do. But
just saying, what are you going to do? So Jacob said, sun will turn into a red giant next. And then when that happens, Earth's ozone layer will be burned off. So that will then become.
It's like that movie.
The Earth will become uninhabitable.
The Core, the movie The Core. Mm-hmm. And the ozone starts to burn through the ozone and it starts boiling like the ocean and it's just a ray and all the fish are popping up and yeah, that's what happens.
I'm okay with it.
I mean,
don't have to cook my own food at that point.
But if you guys have a doorbell camera, a Ring doorbell camera, it might be worth it to watch a little bit of footage.
Because I didn't post any of my or update any of my pictures, I need the clicker. So I'm going to share my next story, which is another dude saved a dog from a kangaroo.
Saved a dog from a kangaroo?
Saved a dog from a roo.
Are they that dangerous that you had to save a dog that couldn't run away?
I'm going to see if I can get this. I'm going to read the story. In England, we think of it as tough with the bugs which intrude into our homes without permission. We talked about that last. Down under in Australia, they had to deal with a much higher level of opposition. Remember that video where that guy had his dog being held and the dude jumped off the thing and like went out and punched that goddamn kangaroo?
No.
Did you ever see that one? It's like, dude, that thing has got hundreds of millions of views, right? Dude just fucking rolls up, goes like, dude, boom. Kangaroo drops because the kangaroo was just holding this dog.
Why was he holding the dog?
Because kangaroos are fucking crazy.
What's he going to do with the dog?
This kangaroo's doing the same thing. I'm going to show you here in a second. He's going to
put it in his pouch and bounce away?
I'm going to show you here in a second, right? This dog was having a hard time and he's in the water. This kangaroo was sitting in the water and the dog was like, it had him around the neck.
You would have thought the dog would have run from the kangaroo.
The kangaroos have fucking man hands and they're got
huge.
Like, yeah, right.
They look like bodybuilders.
Down under. Okay. So, but what we must remember is that fortune favors the brave. As one man who fought off the kangaroo to rescue his dog wanted to go back for round 2 to have his to fucking kick his ass. Right. But I don't have that picture. But nonetheless, here's the picture of the roo. This is him with the dog in its fucking arms. Look at that motherfucker. That dog's in there. The guy walks up.
I mean, they literally look like bodybuilders.
That dude walks up and punches it in the face. And then
But he took a picture first.
Well, he had his phone. He punched it in the face, right? and then they go underwater.
Kangaroo does?
Well, the guy does. I think he gets like knocked off by the whatever.
Look at that kangaroo. That's so creepy. He has arms, dude. They have
dude, they're
arms.
Fucking yeah, those things are gnarly, right? So I looked back and I saw the Roo just standing there staring death staring at me. Mick told Lad Bible, explaining how he wanted to go back for seconds. This part of me was like, I'm gonna go back, and part of me was like, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna fucking have you.
That's very Australian.
Killing you. Yeah. What I wanted was my dog back. I got my dog back. So let's just cut our losses. We'll call it a draw, and I'm going home.
Probably smart.
Let me see if I can get to
because if he's on ground, he could kick him, and their kick's like deadly.
But I got the video. I'm gonna see if I can pull the video up real quick, just for But there's commercial.
Shits and Griggles, Griggles.
Shits and Greggles.
Shits and Griggles.
Oh God damn it! Well, of course it's gotta. Yeah. It's all right. It's all good. But nonetheless, just imagine the guy walking up, punching the thing,
see the video.
and then I'm gonna try and get it up. I'm gonna try and get it up, honey. All right, let's see. Let's see.
12 years old.
We might have it. There it is. Goddamn advertisements.
Every time, right?
But the first one was really good. Like the one with the dude, and I think the guy that actually ran after the kangaroo, the original one was on dry ground. I think the guy actually died of cancer like a handful of years ago, but it's like, that's a momentous thing for a dude. It's like, fuck you, mate. Because he like squared up with him and he's like, "Pow!" And the thing dropped dog and he's like, all right.
On this one?
On the other one.
Oh.
And he just runs back.
They grab dogs often, huh?
I don't know. It's not working.
Okay.
It's not working right now. It's all right. It's all good. But nonetheless, go out and check that out. It's pretty fucking funny.
Are you gonna put the video on, or at least a link to the video somewhere?
Yeah, I'll link it out. I'll throw it out on my thing. Next up, Homeland Security. We've got to do better.
Are they like the FAA?
Our military.
Homeland Security.
I'm just going to read this to you, and I'm going to let you decide. Homeland Security officer on leave after it was revealed that he worked for the PLO.
What's that?
The Palestinian Liberation Group, and wrote F Israel post.
So nobody checked her out before they hired her?
Let's get into it. So this is on New York Post.
This is like
an asylum officer with Department of Homeland Security has been put on leave after it was revealed that she once served as a spokeswoman for Palestine Liberation Organization.
They let women do that? I didn't think they let women do shit.
Oh, in the United States we can.
Oh.
No, this is a
so she was over
she worked
here.
For here.
I know, but is she from there and here, or
no, she's pro PLO.
Okay, that's why she could be.
Got here and then got into the government.
Well, no, so she was in Palestine.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Yeah. They didn't do a background check before?
Meh.
I mean,
what's a background check? You don't need to do
Homeland Security is like a national.
She recently wrote "fuck Israel" in numerous posts supporting Hamas, according to reports. Nejwa Ali,
bless you,
excuse me, an officer with the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, who Dan Holloway yesterday mentioned on.
Send her ass back.
Dan Holloway mentioned it yesterday that he worked in that same department when he was, working for the government.
Mm-hmm.
She worked for them, worked as a public affairs officer for the PLO's delegation to support goddamn pop-ups. Sorry. I'm getting spammed with pop-ups. So she worked there, delegation with to the U.S. in 2016, 2017. Sorry. She was hired at the USCIS in 2019 as an asylum officer, and earlier this year was made the adjunct officer according to her LinkedIn profile. The role includes vetting people before they enter the United States.
That's scary. Are my people?
That's kind of the key note on this. Right, Ali has expressed her support for Palestinian causes for years and recently posted inflammatory comments about Israel in the wake of the surprise attack by Hamas. Or Hamas.
She did that like on Facebook or something?
Yeah, whatever. Probably Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
She posted as, I don't know what this means.
Excuse me.
I'm not going to say it. I don't know the interpretation. She posted something on private social media accounts, according to the outlet, including images of terrorists using paragliders. Palestinians have been suffering, she says, under Israel's brutal illegal military apartheid occupation for more than 75 years. Ali reportedly wrote on October 7th, the day the terrorists launched their attack.
She's on probation or she got fired?
Oh, she's probably on paid leave.
They need to fire her.
Fuck Israel is what she said. The government and its military at State of Israel, at Times of Israel. Are you ready for your downfall? She said, because we are ready for our freedom. So again, you know what? She also wrote the following day, free Palestine and fuck apartheid Israel.
I mean, they need to fire her. She has a job where she has too much authority to let
people into the country. Yeah. People need to get fucked.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah. Okay.
What are you going to do?
Fire her.
Fire somebody that just was probably hired and maybe not vetted well enough.
Apparently.
Right. Well, I don't know the vetting rules.
I mean,
I'm fairly certain like working at McDonald's has stricter vetting rules.
I was about to say.
Than working for the U.S. government, but I could be wrong.
I mean, I don't think you're too off.
Again, I want the fucking Devil Comet to come a little close. Maybe just scrape part of the earth off.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to have a direct impact. Just scrape on by. Of it just like take a little skin off the side of the bear. Right? Just a little bit.
There's repercussions for that though, honey. That will hold the global.
EMP hits. I'm good. Shut everything down.
Okay, let's move on to drinking records. Let's move to fun.
Drinking records.
We know she needs to be fired.
This dude, again, I fucked up. Forgot to put all the pictures in. That's okay. All the pictures, real quick. So for tonight, all the photos and everything that I'll have, all the links and everything will be out on the Bars Open with Beth and Greg's Instagram page. You can find them all out there. Same thing. Go out, like, subscribe to the channel. I try and post a handful of shorts a week, few 5, 6, 7, something like that. I don't know. Depends on what I feel.
Depends on what we say.
Right. Depends on what we say.
Depends on the show too.
Yeah.
If the show's a dud, there's nothing to put out.
But if the show's good, then there's dozens. Put out 3 today. Really? Damn right I did. You got to get that out there. So anyway, go out and share the show. All right. This one is dope. Man completes grueling mission to drink 2,000 pints in 200 days. I did the math.
What is the math?
10 pints a day.
That's a lot.
Motherfucker drank 10 pints of beer.
Pints is 60 ounces, right?
Yep. You ready? A man who was aiming to drink 2,000 pints in 200 days has finally reached the milestone. And in the end, he's done it pretty easily. It would seem. There's videos of this shit out there.
That's like 160 ounces a day, right?
Dude, that's so much beer. Yeah, it's 160 ounces of beer. Okay.
Hashtag math.
I'm only allowed to drink beers when? Well,
Wednesdays,
theoretically, like Wednesdays,
Friday,
Saturday. Right? He's your hero. Alex, go look up this dude. His name is John May. He's got a TikTok. Go follow him. TikTok. For the past 200 days, TikTok creator John May has documented his drinking and quantifying his quaffing online. I think quaffing is probably like a British word for drinking.
I don't know.
Not queefing, quaffing.
I did that on purpose.
Sure, it's a lot of alcohol to drink. Too much for sure, but he's managed it with a bit of extra.
He can't be working. He's probably not a full-time employee anywhere.
He's just a normal dude.
No normal dude can work 8 hours and then come home and still drink 100.
At this point, it says at this point it's worth throwing out that disclaimer that we do not encourage this per the Lad Bubble. You should drink responsibly. Blah blah blah. Fuck off. Anyway, today at the Market Tavern in Atherstone, John supped from his glass and savored the sweet taste of victory, thinking the
He does it like full
2,000th
time.
pint
Can you imagine?
and completing his challenge. Obviously, he'll be chuffed with that, happy with that, I presume. In quotes, he says, "We might have fucked up the audio on the 2000th pint, but that's how we roll."
Upwards of like $10,000 to do this. If it's $5 a pint.
But if you start getting on a roll, the bar will probably just like you know what I mean? I bet you they start 10 pints isn't that big deal, right? Right.
For a bar?
DJ said Cheech would smoke his fool in a beer drinking gun. We might have fucked up the audio. Like I said, we don't give a fuck. He said it was after the big achievement. He's also chuffed to have. Why do they have? Drunk. Can you just use fucking normal words?
Those are normal words for them.
God damn it. He's also happy to have made TikTok creating his full-time job. Oh, so there you go.
Okay.
As he told Lab Bubble yesterday, it's definitely improved my life. Instead of getting up and having to do a normal job,
I just drink.
Like going to Tesco, I can choose when I work, what hours I work.
I mean, he's been drunk every day for 200 days.
That motherfucker's liver
is shot.
It's not shot yet. It's gonna be.
Well, because now he's addicted. He's an alcoholic, so now he's going to have to drink.
He can control it.
That's what all alcoholics say. Yeah, exactly. That's what all alcoholics
He can control his drinking. John admitted that he has contemplated packing it in, though he's ultimately glad he achieved the end goal. He said, at the beginning, yes, I thought about it. I thought about quitting. Currently, I've got about 108,000 followers, which of it. So I've got people telling me, when's the video? So that helps. But at the beginning, I didn't have anybody. So there was a point I was like, is this really worth it? Probably. Like you build up, like I'm on day 17 of drinking 10 pints a day. Guys,
and then somebody's like, hey, check out this dude that's drinking 10 pints a day.
But like the beer there is not Coors Light.
No, it's heavy. It's like Foster's.
It's just gotta be better.
Foster's.
It's probably, I wonder if you get.
Probably better than Foster's, but it's like Foster's is really thick.
It's definitely been worth it. He's helped quite a lot of pubs.
Australia, so something different.
Foster's.
He's been to quite a lot of pubs.
I remember I got that. I put in and I got a because I was drinking Foster's. Remember up in Colorado?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Colorado. I was drinking the tall boys. I get a couple of those every now and then, and I saved up so many that I got the belt buckle.
No, I don't remember that at all. I probably tried to erase it from my mind because that's embarrassing.
In one of my dresser drawers, I got the yeah. So it says, not the least, the Market Tavern, who have agreed to sponsor his final push to the line, said he certainly deserved it. So again, just put your minds to it. I think this is a challenge for Alex. This is a challenge for Alex.
That's too much.
2,000 IPAs. But he can't chug them.
He can't chug them.
Do whatever
he can't chug 10 pints a day. He'll fall over.
He's you know how tall Alex is tall. He's a big guy.
Well, he'd still fall over.
10,000. No, not 10,000.
10 pints.
10,000 pints in a year.
160 ounces.
Do you think you could do that, Alex? Put it in the comments. 10,000 pints a day.
I drink.
Let's do some math.
That's more than a gallon. That's like a gallon and.
Let's do 10,000.
So I do 232 to 332 ounces.
That would be 27 pints a day. 27, yeah.
No, we said 10 pints a day.
No, I changed it. I said 10,000 pints.
Oh, you went
and
more.
And then I divided it by 365. You'd have to drink 27 pints a day.
That's ridiculous.
To make 10,000 pints.
Don't do it, Alex.
I don't think that'll work.
Me neither. No.
Your family will disown you.
And come kill you because you gave him the idea.
Okay, let's cut that in half. Let's go divided by 5, right? So let's go 5,000 IPAs in a year.
Ew.
365, 13 IPAs a day for 365 days.
How many?
13.7.
13?
You'd have to average 14-ish.
Well, you'd just finish early.
14 IPA pints. Could you do that? Could the person do? No, I can't even drink an IPA.
No. Me neither. Well, I don't.
I think it's worth a try, Alex. I'll sponsor
Negative.
you for
Ghost
like
Rider.
a couple of weeks.
Negative.
Dude,
Ghost Rider.
we're grassroots.
Yeah, he didn't. I'm not encouraging him to do that.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
Bad.
I mean, what do you want? You know, there's Prostis roaming all over San Diego.
Well, there's prosties everywhere.
So I reached out to my buddy.
And prosties are prostitution
Yep.
for those that don't know.
Prostitutes.
I guess
So I
that's what
reached
the
out
cool
to my
kids
buddy.
call them prosties
Prostis, yeah.
because it makes me think of prosthetics.
Yep. So I reached out to my buddy up in
San Diego.
he's up in Oceanside.
Okay.
He said, yeah, it's pretty much everywhere, but not where he's at specifically. I gotta find the article because, of course, I mean, it's not anywhere I could find. Nonetheless, they were saying that like there's street hoes walking everywhere,
Street hoes.
right? And to the point
Go,
where,
baby. You got $20. I got 20 minutes. Is that how it works?
do I need 20 minutes?
Depends.
Are you having conversations? All right. If you were a dude,
Are you boning her or is she giving you a heady?
I think it's just a HJ or a heady. I don't
What's
want
an
to fuck a
HJ?
prostitute,
What's a HJ?
Hand job.
No, hand job.
but I can do that myself. Why would I do any? Like I can do that myself and not get arrested.
Well, you also have a wife.
But then again, in California, you don't have to worry about it. Getting
Why?
arrested because
It's legal
pretty much.
or they don't care?
There we go. Got the article. You ready? IPs. DJ said IPAs are
Flavored motor oil.
They're terrible.
Yes. Yes.
So Alex also said
Hashtag
same
proof.
days I have at least 4 or 5 IPAs a day. You just got to double that number, brother. You got to double up.
Some days he has 4 or 5.
Same. It says same days.
I think he meant some days.
Oh, some days. Oh, okay.
You're
Yeah,
pretty.
That's fair. Well, it says same days.
I know.
Like,
But
I don't know the rules to English.
you're pretty. You're pretty.
I'm just waiting for the article to come up over here. They may have deleted it.
So why don't they care?
Well, what they did is they repealed a law,
Okay.
a loitering law in California.
Okay. So you
right.
can skateboard now on the sidewalks.
Well, yeah, but you can also prostitute. And you can't be arrested.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so you can.
Well, you can't be arrested for walking, but I'm sure you
Which
can
is
still be arrested for soliciting.
The loitering part.
I know the loitering part is just walking, but if you
I
go
think
up
they
to
got
an
bigger
under,
problems over there. They
you
got
get-
bigger
well,
fish to fry.
they kind of
as
go
they-
hand in hand.
I got you, Alex. It's not going to come up. I don't know why.
Um,
But I'm going to pull up my conversation.
DJ
with-
said prosties are nothing new, especially in Pacific Beach.
We never saw anybody.
Well, that we knew.
Dude,
that
we never. These are
also
chicks
weren't
that
looking
were
for it, though.
literally like they're near. I mean, they're in bathing suits. That's right. We were at the beach.
So you never know.
No. These are hoe looking chicks.
The girls with the torn fishnets and the dirty
Yeah,
hair.
yeah,
kind
these
of
are
thing.
hoes. So what he said. So I reached out to my connection out in
Right.
California.
G-Dog.
G Hawk.
Yeah.
To make sure, because I was like, I need boots on the ground to give me confirmation on this. So I said, just read an article that prostitutes are roaming San Diego. Any truth, or was it already happening? And he said, "Oh, see, ha! I have a feeling it's been going on for quite some time. Just going down to El Cajon, ha!" Said sheet. There was a guy I used to be good friends with who was a pimp. But that's another story for another day. And I was like,
I can
goddamn
totally
right.
see him.
So if you ever saw Greg Hawkins, Greg G Hawk,
he was on
the
our
show, he was
on our
the
phone.
show,
He was on our phones.
a handful of months ago. Yeah,
Still, I mean, yes, they have bigger fish fries, but they almost go. It's almost like a cycle.
California though, come on.
You gotta do drugs to get over prostituting to get some more drugs to prostitute.
Do we just
but
call it the
eventually-
tooting now? Can we just call it the tooting?
Yeah, the tooting. You need the drugs to
The
do the tooting,
tooting.
to get the money to do the drugs, to do the tooting,
The tooting.
and hopefully not get homeless in there because that's a whole other problem in California.
Well, you know
Let's
what we
hope
could
they're
do?
not.
We just
Let's
go
hope they're
back.
not. But I
Just go
bet you
back.
some of them are homeless hoes. Ooh, gross.
No, we don't do.
I mean,
Nope, probably because they ain't living in OC. They ain't living in Pacific
they're
Beach.
not living in a house or apartment in OC because they ain't got the money because they're blowing it on blow. Blowing it on blow.
And they're not doing blow.
They're not doing enough
doing
HJs and
fentanyl
blowjays
and all the other shit.
BJ. No HJs and BJs enough to pay for rent because they also have a pimp they have to give their money to.
20%. Or how long?
I mean, I feel like
what would you charge if you were a pimp?
Well, first of all, I'd be a madam.
I mean, that's the same thing. What would you charge if you were a madam?
10%.
Only?
Yep. I'm not doing the work.
Okay, so 10%.
Not doing the work.
What is the benefit of you being the madam?
They're safe.
Only 10%?
They're safe.
Oh, you're like a nice madam. But what happens if they get out of line?
I'm a madam, not a madam. What?
What happens if they get out of line? You smack the show?
You tell them they're fired. Go find somebody else.
What if they start taking your business?
They can have that. They only
no. It's all about the business,
honey.
They
can have their own clientele.
Nope. No.
I'll get new ones. What's ZJs? ZJs instead of BJs?
Zipper jobs?
I'm all Zephyr
Jacob
jobs?
said ZJ, zipper job. I'm thinking zipper job. I don't know.
10%. They're doing all the work. They're having to sleep with the hairy, ugly
60,
guys.
40.
No.
I get 60. You get safe. You have a place to live.
No, I wouldn't work for you. Nope.
You get fed.
You don't know that.
That's basically fucking Canada is what I'm explaining to you. Right? Like you get health insurance. Like you get beat up on the street. I'll get your face fixed. Right?
Well, you're with the right pimp, madam, not pimp, madam. You're not getting your face beat up because you're a higher end clientele.
Well, I mean, it depends. But then those girls, yeah, I'm definitely taking 40% of that.
Of what? The high end?
Yeah.
No, you're not doing any of the work. Don't see you down on your knees, chug-a-lugging.
But you also don't. I need to send security with you.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do, because you never saw the new or that last fucking Equalizer.
The third one?
Where the girl shows
You already
up
watched it?
and he goes in. No, it was. I think they're coming out at number 4. Maybe it was number 2.
Just meant number 3. Yeah,
number 2,
they killed that
where he
chick.
goes in there and he beats
actually number 1.
Shit out of the guy.
It's actually number 1, and he was a drug dealer / pimp.
Just saying.
And he was also Russian.
Just saying.
And
you
he
need protection.
You don't. It's from Beer Fest. I don't remember that part.
Don't act like you were that tough, because you're not that tough.
I'm pretty tough.
No, you're not.
My gun is tough. I don't have to be tough.
Oh, no, you don't have a gun.
I do.
No,
I don't know what world you think I live in, but the world I live in, I have a gun.
Not if you're hoeing.
Oh, I'm gonna have even more. Better reason to have a gun.
Stuck up your coochie.
No, in my little bag.
Pull that out.
My little bag that carries my money.
You don't carry money into a hoe environment.
Where am I
get
gonna
robbed?
How are they gonna pay me? Apple Pay?
We can tell Beth has lived this white collar life.
Apple Pay? They're gonna pay me Apple Pay they're gonna Zelle me straight to my account, and then I'm gonna tell the boss, let me Zelle you the 10% or 40% for the night.
Is that how you do it? How would you do your transaction? Zelle?
First of all, there needs to be no trace.
It's a cash deal. No, I understand.
So who was calling you?
Telemarketer. It literally said telemarketer.
It's after. Oh, it's not after 9. They can call until 9 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Fucking retards are blowing us up.
Yeah, I noticed today when you said, "Look at all my the red," I was like,
"Have you guys been blowing up everywhere? Look at my fucking phone. Look at this, Castro.
What are you on? Because that's yours.
Look at all of these red ones.
I mean, I have a few red ones, but some of them.
You guys see all of the red on my phone? These are doing? All telemarketers.
Those porn sites, and they'll stop reaching out to you.
This is a work phone. I don't do shit on this thing.
You don't look at porn sites on your work phone.
No. That's
what DuckDuckGo is for.
That's what I have the internet for. I don't know.
What, are you gonna pull it up on your laptop like a creeper?
I've got laptops.
Yeah, no. Nobody believes you use your laptop to look at porn. You use the smallest thing in your hand so you can do it on the couch.
Dude, I'm not fucking calling it, but it started out of nowhere. I could probably go back and look. Yeah. So watch. It literally this is 3/22, right? So March-ish. And they start creeping in. This is September, right? I don't know why it just jumps, but September starts creeping in. More.
Wow.
Like those days, boom. I don't get phone calls from people because I'm on fucking Slack or whatever.
Well, I get phone calls, but I don't answer if I don't know the phone number. If it doesn't come up with a name, which bites me in the ass sometimes, because sometimes it's the doctor's office calling me, but I'm like, I don't have your phone number. I don't answer.
I just appreciate G-Hawk giving us the lowdown for the Prosties.
Thank you for being boots on the ground.
Yeah, boots on the ground out in California.
Don't use them.
Go follow G Hawk.
By boots on the ground, we don't mean he's frequenting them. He just knows them or knows about them.
No. He's just driving around like he's a reporter.
So a couple weeks ago, you talked about a shitty date where the girl was mad because he was taking her to...
Like he took a shit?
No, he took her to Cheesecake Factory.
Which one? Yeah.
Because he took her to Cheesecake Factory because she was over an hour late and they missed their original
and that bitch
reservation.
That thing went viral.
Well,
and she thought she was the bee's
She was like,
knees,
you gonna take a girl like me to the Cheesecake Factory? I was like,
and he's like, would you like to talk about it? She's like, yeah, why don't you come in here? And
he said, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. But she wouldn't give him FaceTime. He was like,
no. It was his car.
I know. She was sitting. She wouldn't get out.
Yeah. And then have you listened to the video at all?
No, it's
okay. It's fucking hilarious.
Well, I did a little bit. You played it.
So he comes around, right? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He'll say, I'll talk about it. Let's talk about it. And she's like, cheesecake.
A girl like this.
A girl looking like this doesn't
funny
go to
fucking
cheesecake.
video.
And I'm like,
she had her sunglasses on, and I saw somebody wrote like a note. Like it was like one of the millionth fucking
meme
videos that had come out of it. They're like, as soon as she took off her fucking sunglasses, I had no idea where her hair went because she was all pulled up tight or something like that. I don't know. That's
so this young lady was abandoned by date after eating 48 oysters.
Oh yes, we didn't talk about this one.
We haven't talked about this one. No. So this young lady, this gentleman asked her to go for drinks.
Yep.
And so the story goes, the woman was abandoned by her date after she ordered 48 oysters. Because they also, I guess, apparently she showed the receipt and she was a Chauncey tipper.
What's that mean?
Cheap
tipper.
Yeah.
Shitty cheap tipper.
Yeah. So people were kind of criticizing her about that. But she says, so the story was, I read the whole thing. So it says that she was getting called out for leaving an $11 tip. But she's like, but I left, leaving an $11 tip on that very large, it wasn't that large, by the way, strange order, but has since responded to say that she had left $11 in cash and $15 on her card, as well as paying for the guy's drink. This is where it gets kind of funny. So they're at a point, says she decided she was going to, however, it turned out, because they're saying oysters are an aphrodisiac, supposedly, right? I don't know if they're for a girl. I know they're supposed to be for a guy.
Whatever.
But she said she decided that she was going to go full whack at the oysters, ordering up 4 dozen of these shelled treats, costing around $15 a dozen. So it was like $60 of oysters. In a video, she said the companion, who was not named, had started to get a bit weird by the time the last plate rolled out of the kitchen.
She ordered 48 fucking oysters.
When the 4th plate came out, he was looking at me crazy, she explained. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, baby, you invited me out. I'm going to eat. Eat she did. After the oysters, she had crab cakes, potatoes, and washed everything down with lemon drop martinis. The food, she said, was 10 out of 10, but left her date feeling worried about what was going to happen to his wallet. At one stage, he excused himself and went to the bathroom. It was going to happen. Went to the bathroom and simply never came back, which is kind of a dick move.
Okay, real quick.
Been like,
pause. Is she eating all this shit in front of him and he's not eating?
Yes.
Get fucked.
Okay, so he simply never came back to the table, leaving $184 tab.
Peace out.
I mean, she ordered a lot of shit.
Your big ass ate all that shit.
She texted him to say, running out of tab is crazy.
Get fucked.
And he said, I offered to take you out for drinks and you ordered all that food. I can cash app the total for the drink. So he did say he would pay her back for their drinks. Anyways, after receiving so it talks about how she received some criticism.
She didn't feel bad about it.
No.
That bitch crazy.
You should have paid that man but there are people, she said, people are finding the whole thing pretty unusual as the comment section provides. One person wrote, you should have paid that man for sitting there having to listen to you slurp that many oysters up.
Goddamn right. I was thinking, so I read this article the other day as well. And I was thinking about it. So how many oysters? I think I normally get like a half a dozen. If I get oysters, I get like a half dozen.
Yeah, because I don't eat any.
Yeah, because you don't eat. And I'm like, there's only so many you fucking need.
I
right?
mean,
like a dozen. I could do a dozen. I could do a dozen.
I feel like I would get nauseous
but
after a while.
Dozen is like plenty. Right. And even like the small, like Seattle Blue Point.
Well, then here's what
like
I started to think. Were they like in the bar section where like they literally just went to go have drinks and she's like, you know what? This bitch gonna pay for my food.
The other question is this: is she doing warm water like Louisiana style where they're big fat meaty
I don't know.
bitches?
It doesn't say where this. At least where I saw.
Because if those prices,
$15
for a dozen,
that's cheap. That's inexpensive.
That's Louisiana style. You don't want 48 of those fucking things throwing around in your stomach. You want 48 little Blue Points or something like that are tiny little bitches from cold water.
And they probably taste way better too.
Oh yeah.
So somebody said the second one was second one person joked plot twist. She was alone the whole time. And somebody else said $184 for oysters crazy. Granted, it wasn't $100. It was $60 an oyster. Yeah, they're the big fucking oysters. See?
Oh yeah, those are the Louisiana style. No, you don't want to eat 48 of those.
A woman who knocked back 50 oysters.
A dozen is good. Like you can do a dozen of those. Fine.
But then she did 48 oysters and then food on top of that.
I want to see a picture of this chick. Okay. Can you find a picture of her?
Yes. Hold on.
She is. I'm sorry. I'm going to say this. This is Lizzo. Was he on a date with Lizzo?
No.
Lizzo.
She's not a small girl, but she's not she's not a big girl.
She ain't small. She ain't not Lizzo.
They don't show her.
That's Lizzo.
It's not Lizzo, bitch. Can I have this back?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. There you go. Oh, boom. You got the other connector. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's got to be something similar to Lizzo.
No,
I mean, unless maybe she's just a food. Maybe she's like Joey Chestnut.
Maybe she can just eat a lot. So here's a picture.
Fuck, if it was
Oh, it's not. Let me make it bigger. Hold on.
It's right there. That's fine.
So that's her.
It ain't Lizzo.
No, she's not.
She has huge tits, I think.
Big old titties.
She's got to have huge tits.
Tiggle bitties.
Because I can see the top
I don't think
of her
she's
tits.
small by any means. Here's the oysters.
Well, we know what oysters look like.
And then that's what her martinis look like. And those aren't cheap, by the way.
What's her oyster look like?
I'm not going there with a tentacle.
The next morning in that bathroom, though. 48 oysters later.
Oysters.
You think it was bullshit? You think it's a bullshit story?
I don't. Because
48 oysters?
I think people are crazy like that.
Let's say they're 1 ounce a piece. That's 48 ounces. All right, let's bring that back to a steak. 16-ounce steak, 20-ounce steak is a big-ass steak, right? Honest, I mean,
it's a decent, yeah, it's a good steak.
Yeah. She got 48 ounces of fucking oyster in her gut. I don't think
oysters are that big. They're probably half an ounce. So she got like 24.
24 ounces?
I mean, she got a steak.
Motherfuck.
That's a lot.
Right? Lizzo will bankrupt you is what Jacob said. Goddamn right. Space Cowboy, what's happening? How you doing? We're talking about fucking Lizzo's lookalike. So yeah, she 48
the guy was like, "I'm out, bitch. Peace." I do like how he's like, "I'll cash app you the drinks. I'm not paying for your food, bitch."
I would have just ghosted her.
But I never thought
I've never even used that word. I would have ghosted her.
He did. He went to the bathroom and never came back
because he was disgusted.
Well, and like how somebody's like, he had to listen to her slurp up 48 oysters, and I love oysters. Like, can you do that quieter?
No, you don't.
I know, but I want to.
Sometimes. But I set them all up. I put a little of this, little of that, little of this.
Yeah, you get them all. You get some vinegar, some onion vinegar, and some Tabasco.
I go.
Well, you use the little spoon that you're supposed to use. So maybe it wasn't that bad, but still 48. That gets old after that gets old after like 8.
You guys, I'm so sorry. You have to. If you're single, I'm so sorry. You have to date people nowadays. Fucking terrible.
You know what he should have done? He could have just stayed and said, "We're splitting this bill, bitch. You're paying for yours and I'm paying for mine. We're going Dutch."
No. There's no splitting anything.
I mean Dutch, not split Dutch.
Yeah, no. Then she would have made a bigger deal and then put him on blast in front of everybody. He was good to bail. Fuck that.
Yeah,
bullshit.
She didn't give his name. At least she was nice in that way. But yeah,
if I had a date nowadays, I think I would just get a fake name. What would your fake dating name be?
Wow,
I was thinking mine would be Asher.
That's horrible.
Aston's
better than Asher.
What do I look like?
Dick. Richard.
I'm okay with it. Nah, I'm not a Richard.
No.
What do you think? I'm going with you.
Mike. Mike.
A Mike.
It's a very good generic name.
Yeah, that's easy.
Mm-hmm.
For you, I'm going
Sabrina.
with not Sabrina.
Sabrina. That'd be my fake name, Sabrina.
What's your hoe name?
My hoe name, bitch. Sabrina.
Sabrina, your hoe name.
My hoe name.
It is
Sabrina.
a pretty. Sabrina's a pretty name.
That's why I like it.
All right. So
what would you say my name would be? I told you what I thought my name would be. Not Aston, that's for fuck sure. Ashley? That's a white girl's name.
No, that's a total white girl.
That's why Sabrina kind of can be a little like ethnic, but not too
I can't think of one right this second. I can probably come up with
Denise. Use my middle name.
No, I don't like. No, Denise. I have this one person I know, and I think of Denise, and I'm like, not you.
Okay. You're gonna say the one from work?
Boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very white woman.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
That is my middle name though. That's what's hilarious. Selena.
Selena.
The
singer Selena.
Yeah, no.
Because you're around that age where probably all the parents were naming their kids
Obviously
after
not.
Selena.
I'm Elizabeth.
I know, but you know what I mean? Like you, but if you were from South America or Mexico.
I'm from South Texas and I'm Hispanic.
Your mom was
Selena was from San Antonio, just so you know.
Was she really?
Yes.
No, she wasn't.
Yes,
she was from Mexico.
No, she wasn't. She was from here. She was from here.
Look that shit up.
Here or maybe Laredo, but she wasn't from Mexico.
She was definitely from Mexico. She died.
She died here in town, bitch.
She died in San Antonio?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Where she lived.
We needed to do a whole goddamn podcast on that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is that why you have that tattoo on your back?
What tattoo?
Hers.
Her face?
It says Selena.
Oh, it's better than her face. But no, yes, that's why I have long, I don't know how you say it in Spanish. But
Space Cowboy said his fake name is Gabriel Marquez.
Gabriel Marquez.
Gabriel Marquez.
You're horrible with names.
DJ said, my dating profile name is Greg LaMontagne. At least you spelled it wrong. That's okay. All of the spam calls are probably looking for me. Sorry about that. At least you spelled it wrong. So I don't get the email. I just get the fucking spam.
I think I would go with Sabrina.
I like that name.
Sabrina.
I'm going to go.
Sabrina Lopez.
Carl. No.
Carl, you make me think of the guy from.
No.
What was that show? Prince.
I don't know what I would go with.
Will Smith on. It's on MTV almost
Greg
every
is
night.
definitely not the name I would have originally named myself. But
Alex said James Harden. That is a great fake name.
James Harden.
Yes.
I don't know.
No, that was Carlton. Yeah,
Carlton.
Carlton.
All right. I'm going to make a decision.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's what it was. Thank you. I'm going to make a decision. Yeah, your decisions are horrible, so let's not do that.
Told
you already. Mike Wheaton.
Mike Wheaton.
It's a very white boy name.
I'm not that white.
You are pretty white.
I'm not that white.
You're pretty white.
I'm white, but I'm not. I'm not white.
You could. You're from New England. You could pull that off, Mike Wheaton.
No, because 100%. I'm not from New England. I lived in New England.
You were fucking born in New England. Your familia was from.
Dude,
Canada.
I'm the darkest person that's ever lived in. All right, we'll go with my middle name, Mark.
Mark. Very
Mike,
similar.
Mark. All right, whatever. Fucking you guys come up with your own poor names or whatever we were going to say, your dating names. Because I really think it's important that you have your own dating profile and you lie to everybody because you don't want to be doxxed.
So you that's funny, but
put the right picture out so that you
Dana,
aren't accused of catfishing somebody.
Dana used to use, I can't even remember. It started with a Z, like.
Thank you, DJ. Appreciate that.
Zebra, something weird like that.
Zebra. Like using the Z.
Like, so she would, that was her fake name. Like if she didn't, and then this is back when landlines still existed. Because I'm that old. She would give our phone number, our home line phone number.
Because you didn't have internet back then.
We had internet. It just went.
Oh yeah, they were all up. Yeah.
And you could only get it on campus because it was really expensive. Not really, but kind of.
No.
She would give that fake name with our phone number. So like every Monday and Tuesday after every weekend, we would have guys calling, is Zebra there? No, there's
Zebra.
There's no Zebra here. Are you sure this number she gave me? Dude, she gave you the wrong phone number. It'd be really funny when we would accidentally run into them again. And she'd be like, oh, I must have gotten it wrong by one number. And be like, you're such a bitch. She's gorgeous. So
she's getting free drinks.
Might have actually gotten. I don't think she got laid a time or two.
She gave a handy.
No, because she
gave handy.
She had a boyfriend the whole time. No, that's when she was dating Henry. Why would you try to wreck that? She did him for like 8 years.
He was in the movies and stuff.
Yeah,
it didn't matter. He was. She was giving handies.
But so she would give a fake name.
He was giving handies too. Don't worry.
She would give a fake name.
She was like this. He was like this. Try to do that. Try and do this.
I don't want to look retarded like you do, so I'm going to pass on that.
Try it.
Let's
see.
Yes. So we had to live like that for.
You lived vicariously through Dana.
No, because I did have Leanne lived vicariously. I had a boyfriend, so. But yeah, that bitch would do that every fucking weekend.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And she would get free drinks the whole night while Leanne and I are paying for ours. I'd be like, you better get some friends to get us some of their drinks. No, we probably got a drink or two in there somewhere as well.
It's all good. What's your feel good for tonight, honey bear?
I got new tennis shoes.
You got some new kicks?
For the first time in I got
a few years.
Like a good 5 years.
Okay, so this is the thing. So Beth wears, we're both Brooks fans, like running shoes.
Well, and
Brooks are great.
Slowly trying to get back into
the walk running, something like that. Yeah,
doing the walk run.
Yeah,
I'm gotten.
But for you and your whatever, like we have a specific shoe that we like.
Well, I do. You don't. You get.
I get Brooks
as well. Do you get Ghost as well? I thought you got one that was different.
Go out, and if you ever, literally.
I'm the one that thought of it, so give me props.
No, I actually did.
No, you looked at the 15 and told me how much they were, $180. I was like, go look for the old.
She didn't do that.
I did do that. I'm the one that told you to go to Amazon.
My wife does not look for cheaper
Here's the thing. I'm not going to argue about it because I know reality.
I'm literally
anyway, so
looking
I told you to go
straight
look
into your hearts and souls and minds.
And we all know you're a bullshitter, so it doesn't matter because you look at the camera and bullshit all the time, bitch. I told you to go look at the 14s, and they were $100 less. I don't even know. So I got a brand new pair of 1 season old Brooks.
Yeah. There you go.
I got.
Basically, it's last year's bullshit.
It's last year's model,
right? So just go out and get shit. Look for last year's shit. If you need shoes, like you want Jordans, you want maybe not those, but you want running shoes or something like that. Just look at the models prior year. Yeah,
because absolutely. I've been trying to increase my mileage, and my speed.
You did like 6 or 8 miles last week.
6 or 8 miles. Oh, you mean total?
Like last week total.
Oh, I thought you meant it one thing. I was
no, total last week. Yeah,
like probably 6 to 7.
Hoka, no. CB,
I've had Hoka.
Hoka. No, you've never had Hoka.
I had Hoka. They were the orange ones, remember?
No,
I tried them on and I was like...
Those are the ones with the super
And I couldn't do it. I couldn't pull the lever because they're so unattractive.
Right. No, I understand.
But people swear by them.
Our friends that do like super long, like ultra runs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I had a buddy on TJ that he wears Hokas as well, and he runs 50 to 100-mile runs.
That's ridiculous, by the way.
But yeah.
But so I'm slowly but surely trying to get back into it, and so I bit the bullet and got some new.
I'm happy. That's awesome.
So I know it's stupid to be excited about tennis shoes, but I'm excited about tennis shoes.
It's like I've had the same pair for
because you've had yours for like 3 years. It's good because it's.
But I don't run outside. I do like ellipticals
and I am at a point in my life where so I belong to F45, but I'm not going because I'm not finding it enjoyable anymore because it's too loud and I can't get out of my head, and that's what I need lately when I'm working out.
That's a big thing. So how are you guys working out? I don't think we've talked about like workouts in a long time.
I loved F45 until like probably a month ago, and I was like, I don't.
You just need something different. You need to change. So that comes with a lot of things. So if you guys
the lesson I learned is don't sign a year contract, 6-month contracts. You might pay a little bit more, but it gives you some flexibility.
Well, no, you have to sign a year contract normally, like I did at my gym, but it's just a regular gym.
Right.
So this is she goes like her F45 is the Mark Wahlberg one, which is totally fine.
He said it's the gym for 50 and over, which is hilarious because.
But it's prescription kind of.
It is, and that's what I need. I need prescription. I don't need group workout, but I need prescription.
But she's just
so we're going to figure it out differently in January.
But keep it in mind, it's like if you get bored of it, just go through it, get it done, and then.
And there was some health, like my cholesterol is getting a little high, and so I was like, all right, I gotta find something to do.
Chris said he still runs 1.5 miles in the morning. That's awesome. Wow. Fucking rad.
I told you his quads are this big.
Yeah. I know. 1.5 miles is fucking dope.
Huh?
It's 1.5 miles.
Yeah, in the morning. That's awesome. And he probably wakes up at like 5.
Well, the idea is when you stack that times 7,
yeah,
shit adds up.
Well,
right?
he may not do it 7 days a week. Let's hope not. Maybe 5.
Okay, let's go 4. It's
We'll
still
go
fucking
5.
pretty
yeah,
good.
it's still like 9
Whatever.
miles.
It's more than like 99% of the country.
It's more than I do in a week.
Right.
But so I was trying to I'm trying to change some things in my life so they're a little healthier. And
it's good.
Here's the thing. I was only like doing 2 or 3 days.
I'm going to drag you to jiu-jitsu. I swear to God, I'm dragging you. I'm just going to bring you in there. I'm literally going to choke you out, throw you in the back of the truck, bring you to jiu-jitsu.
Oh.
You're going to wake up on the way to jiu-jitsu. I'm going to drag you, choke you out again.
I'm sorry. Do you think I don't know how to walk and use my finger? I'm going to fucking Uber fucking home.
Oh, no, I'm going to choke you out multiple times on the way.
You're just going to kill my brain.
Passing you out until we get there. And I'm going to have Jonathan and Crystal drag you and you'll wake up on the mat, be like, high five, knuckles, and we're going to go. That's what we do.
You will be divorced so fast your head will
That's
spin.
how we introduce people to jiu-jitsu.
You'll be single. You'll have to come up with that fake name really fast.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
I'll bury you under the pool.
You'll knock me out permanently.
I'll have to get a new
You'll
pool
do
liner.
a permanent chokehold.
To get a new pool liner. I'm like, I don't know where she is.
Stupid.
She's under the pool.
Stupid.
12
What's your feel good?
My feel good? I don't have one.
He takes weekends off, so 5 days a week.
Who? What?
Chris. Good.
Nice. Yeah. My feel good, I think.
Did you say you don't have one?
No, I haven't thought of one.
Oh.
My feel good
You were
was,
giving me shit earlier.
I know, and I
Such a
fucking got
hypocrite.
busy, but kick his ass, Beth.
Seriously, I can.
She wants to.
I can.
No, I let her.
If that makes it doable for you, or
I can hit you with that and beat you to death
yes,
with a plastic bear. Don't act like you're tough.
I am tough.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're kind of tough.
Okay.
You're semi-tough.
Yeah.
You're
I'm as tough as you are.
Yeah?
Just because I don't do jiu-jitsu, I can't even say the fucking word. Jiu-jitsu doesn't make me tough.
That's not how
Makes
women
me
work.
smart. Oh, here, we're not getting in that debate again because that'll go on all night. What's your fucking feel good?
Look at your bone structure. Bone mass density.
You also have to remember that my
What?
pain tolerance is higher than yours.
Oh, no.
Because women have higher pain tolerances because we give birth.
You've never given birth.
No, it doesn't mean my pain tolerance is any lower,
I
though.
kick you in the leg, you're going to drop.
Oh, yeah. So are
You
you.
kick me in the leg? No.
Superman, I got it. All right. What's your feel good?
We're going to get this on video. Peter's coming tomorrow. I'm going to kick you in the leg. You're going to kick. I'll let you kick me in the leg twice.
No.
Then I'll kick you in the leg.
Here's the thing about smarts. I'm not stupid enough to say yes to that ever. When we were in Taekwondo, you could do that.
Oh, I kicked her in the stomach one time.
You punched me in the nose one time. What are you talking about?
Did that too.
Did I cry?
Yeah.
Did I fall down? Or did I just pick up my glasses and like, it's on, bitch? And Mr. Rigdon went, ooh, you're doing dishes for a month.
Yeah, because I couldn't kick you again. I'm not legally allowed to like beat my wife.
In Taekwondo, you are.
Let's do it in jiu-jitsu.
I'm not doing jiu-jitsu. I'm
We'll
not.
bring back Taekwondo. Anyway, my wife thinks she's super tough.
You know,
and stuff.
the thing
she
about
is
it,
very, very, very tough.
the thing about it is it's mostly mental. So if I think I'm tough, I am tough.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your feel good? Oh, wait, that you don't. What's your feel good?
You know what? The fucking internet worked tonight.
No, not even the internet. YouTube.
I
worked
ran
tonight.
all of the fucking shit again. I tested everything. I was like, it
because
wasn't.
we even went down and it was all fine down on the internet
Yeah,
stuff. Down
I don't know.
After the show.
So I guess my
So,
feel good is just, you know what? It's just a good Friday.
it was
The weather's
fun.
nice. It's beautiful.
A little warm today.
Glad to hang out with
but-
all y'all. You know what I mean? I don't have anything.
Pillow fight, CB said.
Pillow Fight League. Go out and follow that. You know.
What's that?
There was a Pillow Fight League. I
No.
posted something a while back. But anyway, entertainment real quick. Project Fear is coming back and Ghost Adventures are coming back for their Halloween seasons. So if you're into
Oh, they're
ghosty, hunty
they're
shit.
already back, but yeah.
But I mean, like they're doing they're doing some other things.
Who?
Project Fear is coming out this Friday or
Today.
It came
Yeah.
out today. And I think
And Ghost Adventures started last week, but they're
Let's say
doing,
Ghost Hunters or Ghost
there's a
Hunters.
few things they're doing. So they have their
So if you like
regular
ghosty kind
Ghost
of things, we
Adventures,
love
then they
it.
have their Scream room. And now at the end of the month, they're going to start their haunted items.
yeah, so go back,
Back up.
go watch those things if you're into some shit to watch.
How does he say it? Bagans?
Zach Bagans.
Bagans. I'm like,
Zach
weirdo.
Bagans.
So if you like Zach Bagans,
My name is Zach Bagans.
that should be your dating name.
Zach. Now, the only other guy I know that's named Zach, he's
Efren.
in prison for like murdering somebody. I can't do that one.
On that note.
No, Zach got ruined for me.
Okay.
Yeah, like personally. All right, with that, cheers to all you guys. We love you. Cheers,
Bye,
cheers,
guys.
honey.
Have a great weekend.
It's a fun Friday. You guys be safe. Do all your shit. We'll catch you.
Love you guys.
Next
Bye.
time. Cheers.
Welcome to the Bars Open with